All right, on to a 7.3. Look at this beauty. She's a little over 500,000 K. Obviously, really well taken care of. Real nice interior, lots of bells and whistles. But she's smoky, a definite skip, and had some injector and glow plug and some regular sort of work done to it, and no, just not no results that were good there. So decided to give it a compression test and get right to the spoilers. Cylinder 7 there, you know, we could barely get 100 psi out of that one. Had a couple of cylinders on this side that did get up to about 250, but I think those were wet too. And I would definitely say this engine's worn out. So some other concerns we're just gonna have a look at here are, you know, usually I'll start suspecting a dusting. I don't know how well we can see that turbo, but that turbo is pretty beat up. So likely she got some debris in there, and you know, either way, after over 500,000 K, there's just really not much that we can do to save these things. Now, I'm a little bit concerned here. Start looking at these injectors, and I'm definitely gonna not be surprised by seeing that completely different number 8, because number 8 is a different injector. But you know, it does look like someone's been playing around in here and trying to maybe change some injectors over. You can see this side here, they all seem to look about the same. This is kind of where our problematic side was. It seemed that a lot of the low cylinders were on this side, really low ones, like dangerously low. This one too has got a, look at that, it's got a dual alternator. Look at that alternator hanging out down there. So I think we should definitely test that one. But yeah, the AC blew cold, and I did get it to fire up and drove it in. But definitely we're looking at an engine replacement here. There's no point in trying to get this thing to go. We're gonna get a Ford, proper Ford fuel filter on there. I hate those things. Those Wix filters are the death of many a diesel, I'll tell you that. But yeah, other than that, everything's real nice and clean. Looks like it's had a replacement H-pop before, so that's a good thing. It seemed to make really good oil pressure, so I wouldn't be surprised at 500,000 K if it's had a low pressure pump. I don't see really any major leaking around the power steering system, anything like that. It was a little bit hard to steer, but that's pretty normal for these big trucks. And I also kind of noticed too that this tire is pretty flat here, so we'll have to have a look at that. See if we got maybe a nail in there or something like that. That'll definitely make it want to steer hard. The batteries did come back, you know, they seem to be okay. I put a real good long charge on them and put the load tester on, and they came right at the threshold, right, of where they're still weak, but I think they're gonna work. We'll just have to see. Notice too, there is a Wabasco heater, which is a really strange location. I've never seen one tucked up behind the battery like that. Usually guys put them down on the frame and keep it a little bit lower, but that doesn't appear to be hooked up. I found the controller inside the cab, and those are really nice features to have on these, because they like to be plugged in, they like to be warm, or they do not like to start, especially when they're down on compression like this. So we can see there's quite a bit of oil. I noticed too on the coming out of the blow-by, you know, so usually when I start to, see if I can get the camera in there, you can see there's a lot of garbage in there anyways, right? And that's leading straight to the turbocharger. So yeah, that really kind of starts to concern me right there when I see that junk in there, because that'll mean it's just coming right out of your oil vapor, your oil steam. So I would say that this old girl was really well taken care of, but end all be all result. It's worn out and needs to be replaced. I didn't notice really anything alarming out of the back end here. Everything looks real nice, clean, dry, no broken springs, all the sway bars, everything like that. All the bushings look okay. I don't see any leaks on the rear diff. Even the pinion seal looks pretty dry. Because I was mentioning before, usually we want to clean out that tank, make sure that our little screens in the fuel pickup are nice and clean. The glow plugs definitely were done. I didn't see any issues there, so we can probably reuse those. I like to take the push rods and rockers out just to give myself a little bit more room to get in there into that glow plug. But yeah, other than that, you know, everything looks pretty good here. So I think we're going to look around for a good replacement engine and yeah, get this old girl back on the road. Why not? You know, it's awesome. You don't find good old reliable trucks like this no more.